Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today we're doing the January favorites, which is basically a video where I talk everything I loved in the month of January. You wouldn't believe. So yeah, if you're interested to see it, then just keep watching the video. Alright, so I'm gonna start with something that is cheap as peanuts and totally blew my mind. Basically, I've been kind of roaming through, not Amsterdam, through Amazon online, and I've been just kind of, going through the beauty section because I never really order stuff of like eBay and Amazon, and I normally really wouldn't, but something that always catches my eye whenever I'm just kind of browsing around is basically these £1, $1, whatever currency you live using, false lashes. And I know I watched a few videos on YouTube where people use them and they always look super plasticky, and if you have been a follower on my channel for a very long time, I absolutely adore mink lashes. Mink lashes are my freaking favorite and the only actually lashes I really use because my eyes are really sensitive and I don't really like the look of really plasticky spidery lashes, so I normally skip on these. But as I was kind of just going through it, I saw this one pair, or like a set. Basically, I think they're made in Taiwan, I guess. I mean, the packaging is super cheap. It's just like carton, whatever. But the lashes are so fine. I wish you can kind of feel them, but they really actually feel like, not necessarily like real hair, but they're super fine. And the actual band of the lashes, I'm gonna put a close-up in so you can see a bit better, but the actual band is super thin and it's actually like cotton string, it's not plastic, which I really like. They're super bendable, they don't have a lot of hold, so if you're a beginner, I don't think you would necessarily find these super easy to apply because they're very flexible. They kind of slip through the tweezers or whatever you use to apply your lashes. But I gotta say, with the overall results and the effect that they give, they are just really amazing. And for a set of 10 lashes that you pay for only like £1, I think you can't really go wrong. So I'm definitely gonna look if there are any more dramatic pairs because these are super natural, but I still really love them. And if you're interested to see actually more in-depth photos and review of the lashes, I actually did a full blog post on them on my blog, so the link is below this video so you can go and read it there and see the images and everything. And yeah, but overall these are really great. The next thing actually I'm gonna mention is also kind of going with the lashes. I've been just kind of walking through the city and saw this beauty store, and I walked in and I saw this Ardell brush-on lash adhesive. Again, if you're a follower for a long time, you will know I love the dual lash adhesives. They just hold the best and they look very natural once they dry. But I always wanted to try the ones that come with a little brush because I just felt it would give a lot more control and over the amount of glue you apply on the lashes. And I gotta say, these are really great. I went out with my friends a few times, dancing, doing stuff, and my lashes held up really well. And yeah, so this is a really great product and it's much less expensive than Duo, I believe, so definitely a hit. Next I have a moisturizer, which is kind of actually a random discovery. As I actually came to Croatia, I didn't bring any moisturizer with me. Ever since I've been on Belara for my acne, I just felt like my skin was doing the best when it didn't have a lot of product on it. So I actually haven't been applying a moisturizer in a really long time because every single time I would apply something, it just felt like a foil over my skin. For some reason my skin just hasn't been dealing really well with moisturizers, so I've been just skipping it all together and using a cleansing oil to actually remove my makeup, which should actually probably be in my favorites as well. I've been using the Adriana cleansing oil, which is for body and face, and I mean, it's just the best ever. So I've been skipping the moisturizer, but ever since I got to Croatia, because the weather is so much cooler than it is in England, and it was just so windy and frosty, it was like proper winter wonderland, my skin has gotten a lot drier and I didn't have a moisturizer with me, and my mom has extremely dry skin, so obviously anything she uses with a lot of mineral oil wouldn't be good for me, who was suffering with acne, But she actually, because for Christmas I gave her an Elizabeth Arden gift set of the 8-hour cream and something. We believed inside that you got a hand cream, but actually it was just an intense daily moisturizer, which when I looked at the ingredients, it didn't look so terrifying for my skin, and my mom said it was very light. So I decided to give it a try, and I gotta say it's freaking amazing. First of all, the scent is a very fresh and floral with a little bit of a citrus scent, which is okay. I mean, it doesn't matter, it's a moisturizer, who cares about the scent, but it really is a very nice and light but intensely moisturizing product. It makes my skin really, really soft, and the makeup glides on it really nicely. So I believe this is pricey. It has an SPF 15. It's Elizabeth Arden, I mean, but the quality is just really great and I like it, and I'm definitely gonna get probably the full-size bottle of it because it is awesome. Alright, that being said, I have the next product, which is also for the face. This is the Clinique Airbrush Concealer. Again, a rediscovery. I used to love it and use it all the time, and then I kind of stopped. And now that I've been in Croatia again, I've used it a bunch of times, and now it has been kind of in my daily routine. I don't actually use foundation anymore. My skin has been really good, so I don't feel the need like I have to. So what I usually do is just use this one. The shade I have is the lightest one, I believe, number 1. Yeah, number 1 Fair. And I just apply it underneath the eyes, on my eyelids, around the nose, on any redness. Then I pat it in with my fingers and set it with a little bit of my MAC Studio Fix pressed powder in NC15, and it has been just my foundation routine. If I feel a bit dry, I will just spray a little bit of MAC Fix Plus, and that sorts it out perfectly. So yeah, this is a really, really natural looking concealer with really good coverage and brightening effect. So what I like is just the skin-like texture. That is always a good thing, so I absolutely love this product. Alright, moving on. So the next product I have is actually an eyeshadow. Actually, I feel like I have a lot of products here in this video, or I'm just moving really slow. Anyways, this is an eyeshadow from L'Oreal, again a rediscovery. This is their Infallible pressed eyeshadow in the shade Nude 206. And I love the formula of these. I own them in a bunch of different colors. I'll have to bring them with me to the UK because they're all left in my makeup stash here in Croatia. But the formula of these is just amazing, and the price is just low as low gets. And I really, really think these are amazing because they have that kind of pigment consistency when you apply it on the lid, where it looks really kind of even and foil-like, but at the same time, you know, they're pressed, they're not like super flaky. They're not flaky at all, actually, and they're super pigmented, and this shade is just that kind of true champagne shade that everybody needs. And I think no matter what skin tone you have, because this is not overly yellow or too frostedly white, I think any skin tone can pull this shade off. So definitely, if you're on a hunt for a good kind of natural everyday eyeshadow that has a tiny bit, or actually quite a lot of shine, but just looks very flattering, I think this is the shade for you. And if you have a darker skin tone, I think you can even use it as a highlighter on your cheekbones, which for me doesn't really work, as it's a little bit maybe dark for me, but the formula and everything is just great. And then the last beauty product I have in my favorites is actually a lipstick from Sigma Beauty. I have been just absolutely adoring everything I tried from Sigma in the past, like maybe a year or so. Their blushes are my favorite. Their eyeshadow palettes are freaking amazing. Brushes, come on, they're Sigma brushes, I mean, what? And this lipstick, this is what I'm wearing on my lips right now. This is the Sigma Beauty lipstick, or they call it actually the Power Stick in the shade Nancy. And when you look at it, it looks very kind of natural and, you know, just a basic pink, but when you kind of apply it on the lips, it turns into a very kind of velvety matte finish, and I just think it's the perfect kind of brightening pink. You know, it's not just a plain neutral pink, it has a little bit of something to it where it looks a bit brighter and funner, and I just love it, especially for the winter time when everything is just gray and cold, just to brighten everything up a little bit. So yeah, and the formula of these are amazing, the packaging is super nice, and the price is not too bad. So I really think, you know, these are just wonderful, and I want to try a few different shades just because they're just really, really great. And this is actually the shade I've been wearing in my moving again vlog or something like that. I'll put it in the card right there in the corner of the video, so you can go and check it out there. But basically, I've been vlogging when I was coming to Croatia a few weeks ago, or actually like 2 weeks ago, and I've been getting a ton of questions on what was on my lips. So this is the lipstick that I was wearing, and it lasts a long time, which I love as well, so that's good. And then the last favorite I actually have is a fashion favorite, I guess, kind of, and this is from Zara, and this is their scarf. And as you can see, it's basically just that kind of blanket kind of scarf, super, super cozy and super big and voluminous, and I freaking love scarves like this. I don't think it's wool at all, but it is really, really, really warm, and I absolutely love the pattern on this. Plus it was on sale, so it was a bargain to buy, and I actually have a really great friend who actually works in Zara, so he gave me like his discount as well. So basically this was cheap as peanuts, and I absolutely love it and have been living in it. And whenever I'm like, you know, now I've been just kind of going to people's houses and blah, you know, saying hi to everybody, and many people have really cool houses, so luckily this one transitions from scarf to a blanket very easily, so that was really handy and great. But yeah, it's just a really great soft material, and I love it. So that wraps up actually my favorites. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I love you to the moon and back. Oh, and one little thing, or one big thing, I can't believe I forgot to mention it in the beginning of the video, but we actually passed 40,000 subscribers, which is ridiculous, and thank you so much for the support. I mean, I say it so often, I don't want to sound really repetitive or I want to get too mushy. It's not really my style, but it's just, you know, it's amazing to see so many people like always replying so well to like every single post and every single blog post and every single video, and it really, you know, being a part of this community, this is what we do, and just having great feedback coming from people who actually watch me, it means really the world. So thank you so much, and I promise you we have so many exciting projects coming, and a lot of things are going to be changing, and overall, you know, life is good, what can I say? So thank you again so much for everything you do to me. I hope I can kind of bring at least a little bit of joy or something to you as well, and that we'll be together for a really long time as well. So thank you, and I'll talk to you guys super soon. Bye!